Hello, my name is Andrew Keener, and I'm the founder and CEO of Keener Strategy, Chicago's finest for scaled agile training, consulting, and workshops. Thank you for joining me for an introduction to the Scaled Agile Framework. 20 or 30 years ago, nobody thought development would look the way it does today. No, it was imagined more like sci-fi or Minority Report, heads-up displays and virtual reality. We thought we'd be developing at massively powerful workstations, which we are. We can even put some of them in our pocket. Using third generation, fourth generation, fifth generation languages, which we actually have. We thought we would just create a wireframe and drag and drop a class library and code a little business logic and scripting engines and just jam it all together and an application would magically appear. And we can do some of that, but it hasn't turned out that way quite at all. There's still a ton that has to be manually put together. Even as our tools have become more powerful, our development operations more efficient, but it's just raising the bar for everyone equally. It's been said many times we are all tech companies now, but the truth is we always were. Creation and adoption of new technology is the socioeconomic reason companies exist in society. Likewise, our problems are socioeconomic, always have been, because they relate to the way we interact and exchange value and information. That's why for many of us, it feels much more like this. It is still incredibly manually intensive to develop our powerful systems, even if those systems are enabling others to drag and drop applications together. It literally requires millions of lines of handcrafted code, often completed by rooms full of people who sit and type all day. But the situation is actually worse for most companies, where hundreds of developers work in relative isolation, unlike this picture, spread across offices all over the world. At least the people in this picture can get up, walk to the water cooler, and have a conversation about a problem they need to solve. They can pair up regarding tough issues. They can shout over their shoulders and say, "What do you think about this?" And many of us don't have that luxury today, as we write our millions and millions of lines of code manually that power our most powerful systems. One of the results of this, especially as we build systems that are larger and more complex, is that our retrospectives are still incredibly troublesome. We feel helpless to even begin to fix the systemic problems that come up. That means that our results, of course, are still troublesome. Somehow the system doesn't let team sovereignty to occur, no matter how hard they try to be better at Scrum or Kanban. Sometimes they look like this. There's no way to improve systematically. There's too little visibility. It's hard to manage distributed teams. Poor morale. There's a lot of problems, and they can't be solved at the team level. The net result is that when we don't deliver large systems on time and on schedule with the requisite quality, everybody feels terrible. No one's proud of that work. And what do you think the impact of that poor morale is on the development environment? It just makes everything worse. It's clear we need something different. Let's talk about lean systems thinking and agile product development. This quote's from Deming, the quintessential leader of that field. It's not enough that management commit themselves to quality and productivity. They must know what it is they must do. Further along in the book, Out of Crisis, Deming says, such a responsibility cannot be delegated. What does that mean? Well, it means that we, as the leaders, have the ultimate responsibility for implementing the change in the organization. It is our leadership that will make that effective. Later in this, there's a discussion between one VP of manufacturing to another. The one VP has a stellar quality record, and the other one not so much. So the second VP says to the first, "Can I visit? Can I come see your plant and learn all your secrets?" And the first VP replies, "Absolutely. But if you can't come, send no one." What did he mean by that? Well, it's pretty clear. This is not a responsibility that can be delegated. The lessons for leaders, change agents, for those who have decided to take the initiative of lean agile development and innovation to your large enterprise cannot be delegated. Only leaders can make the changes that will improve quality, productivity, and a sense of purpose. Now, your next step is to gain the knowledge. If you need information on upcoming classes and more, check our website, www.keenerstrategy.com. If you have any questions after this introduction about the slides or its contents, feel free to reach out to me directly anytime by email, andrew@keenerstrategy.com. You can also explore the SAFE knowledge base and find other free resources at scaledagilepFramework.com.